In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make a wire-wrapped crystal cluster ring. I'll just show you the tools and some of the materials needed to make this ring. You'll need a good pair of flush cutters to cut the wire. You'll need a pair of round nose pliers. This will help form the loops on the end of the ring which we're going to secure the beads onto. You'll need some sort of ring mandrel or a round object that will make the ring form. I've chosen a 12mm jump ring mandrel. You can also use a ring mandrel. It just happens that this mandrel fits my finger, so sometimes you can use one of those fat felt pens. Anything that has a diameter of or radius of your finger. So this one is a 12mm jump ring mandrel. The wires we're going to be using artistic wire. Artistic wire is a copper coated wire, but with artistic it is a non-tarnished silver. It does come in a variety of different colours, but I've chosen silver for a classic look for this ring. This is an 18 gauge, which is a fairly thick wire. We'll be using that to actually form the ring base. We'll also be using a 24 gauge, which is a thinner wire that'll be used to actually wrap around the 18 gauge to make the fancy look of the ring. And then we'll be using a 26 gauge artistic wire, which is a fairly fine wire, and that'll be used to secure the crystals and the beads onto the ring. The first step in making the ring is to actually make the base of the ring. Now this is using the 18 gauge artistic wire. What I've done for this size, which is fitting around the 12mm jump ring mandrel, is I've cut a length of 18 gauge to 2.5 inches, and basically what we're wanting to form, just come in a little bit, is a length with two eyes at each end facing different ways. And once that is formed around the mandrel, that is where our beads are going to be secured onto at the top of the ring. So to make the two eyes, you use your round nose pliers. What I do, I put my round nose pliers in, so the wire, and I sort of pick a point on the pliers that's going to give me a large enough circle to work with putting the beads on. So if you can sort of gauge where I've put this and sort of remember that spot, because you want to sort of put that in the same, on the other end you want to put it in along the same width of your round nose pliers. Put the wire in so you've got it, you can see it on the edge but it's not poking right through. And what you want to do is actually, by using your thumb, wind the wire around the top of that nose. And what you're left with when you bring that out, you've actually got the roundness. I'll just see if I can come in a little tighter to show you. So you've got a P shape. Now to get that coming back out, so it's looking a little bit more squarer, is you put your round nose pliers into the base of the P and then you twist it to make the angle. So I'll do it again on the other end, but on the other end you want your loop to be facing the opposite way. So I usually put it down, have the opening of the P away from me. So we'll be putting the wire into the round nose pliers around the same point as we did before. Using your thumb, push the wire around the top of the round nose pliers. So when you take that out now, it's formed a P, but we still haven't got that angle like we have on the other end. We put our round nose pliers in to the base of that P and then we twist it back a little bit, and you've got the two ends angled